Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I hope you and your family members are doing good because that is the most important thing, and for rest we are here to talk. So we were following our pattern wise DSA sheet called Rising Brain DSA sheet, and in this we were doing array topic. Inside it we were doing the sliding window pattern, and today we will do this question, fruits into basket. So let's read the problem statement. Problem says you are visiting a farm that has a single row of fruit trees arranged from left to right. Okay, and the trees are represented by an integer array fruits where fruit of I is the type of fruit. Okay, so you have been given an integer array and all integer will represent the type of fruit. We have to collect as much as fruit as possible. However, the owner has some strict rules that we have to follow. These rules are, we can only have 2 baskets and each basket can only hold a single type of fruit, and there is no limit on the amount of fruit each basket can hold. So means we have 2 baskets and in each basket we can put a similar type of fruit, and there is no limit on that ki how many similar type of fruits we can pick. Okay, starting from any tree of your choice, you can pick exactly one fruit from every tree while moving to right. Okay, direction is fixed. We have to move from left to right, and we can pick any number of fruits, but we have only 2 baskets, so only 2 different types of fruit we can choose. The picked fruits must fit in one of your basket. That's what it means. Once you reach a tree with fruit that cannot fit your basket, you must stop. Okay, so means if we found any third type of fruit that we cannot put in basket 1 or basket 2, so we have to stop there. Okay, we have to return the maximum number of fruits we can pick. So if you see here the fruits array, we have the fruits aligned in this way. So we will pick one fruit that can go in one basket, then we can pick second fruit which can go in second basket, and third fruit because it can go in the first basket. So as of now the length is 3 because if you see the variety of fruits are exactly 2. Okay, in the second example also if you see 0 and 1 we can take, but 0, 1, 2 we cannot take because 0, 1 and 2 all are 3 different types of fruits. So when we are saying ki we have to count the exactly 2 numbers like types, so are you able to think ki we can use a hash map data structure to maintain? Okay, we'll come to that point soon. So let's see the constraint now. Constraint says the fruit's length will be 10 power 5, means n is 10 power 5. So can we go O of n square here? No, because that will become 10 power 10. And you know beyond 10 power 8, it might give you TLE. Means we need to optimize here. But first we will see the brute force code and then we will optimize. Fruits of I is nothing but fruits of length only. Okay, so integer value can also range to 10 power 5. Safe because it is integer value, and till 10 power 9 we can store the integer value. Okay, so let's come on to the screen. Here we have fruits array and we have taken the third example from the question, and our task is to pick fruits from left to right direction. Okay, and we can choose 2 fruits from here, and we have to return the maximum length. So as of now the maximum length is 2, but if we will pick this 3 also now, then we cannot move forward. Why? Because there will be 3 different types of fruits and we only have 2 different types of baskets. So third variety of fruit we cannot keep in basket 1 or basket 2, means we have to leave this. Okay, now the question is it like we have to start from this 3 where we have left, or we need to start from this, the next point from where we have taken last time? Of course this, because suppose if you start from here, so this is what you will take as a 2 different types of fruits, correct? And the maximum length you will find 3, but don't you think it should be this maximum length 4? So yes, so whatever fruit first time you have taken, after that you have to start from the next one. Okay, so first tell me, can I say ki every time I will start from all the fruits? Correct. So I can run a for loop for this, right? I can run a for loop ki int right pointer, which I will start from 0 and I will allow this to go till what? Fruits dot length, correct? And then I will do r plus plus. So first pointer, which is r pointer, will take care of what all fruits we have to collect. Now second important point, you will collect with the help of r pointer, but where you want to store these fruits? As you can see, when we have taken all this, still the number of unique fruits were 2 only. And you know, whenever you have to save the unique elements, you always consider set or hash map as your reference. So in this case, we will go with hash map and not set. So let's take an example. Here we have 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, and so on. Okay. So you will see one type of fruit, second type of fruit, and first type of fruit. And here you will encounter third type. So can I say that till here I have only 2 unique fruits? Yes. Okay. Now if you will move from here, correct, here. So you have to remove this, correct, and if you will remove this in set data structure, you will remove this although you had this 1, 1 after that also, correct. And if you will consider the map with the frequency count, so what you will do initially, I can say ki I have in the map, I have for 1 I have frequency 3 and for 2 I have frequency 1. Okay, so I will ignore this and I can reduce the frequency here. Again I will ignore this, I will reduce the frequency here. I will reduce this, ignore the frequency, and it will become what? 0. And as the frequency becomes 0, so I can say ki I can remove from this map, correct. So now 2 will not be there anymore, although 1 is still there, and I can say also this is my maximum length. So this is only possible with the hash map because frequency count is needed here. If you will consider the set data structure, you will end up removing the 1 itself, and that we don't want because you just saw 1 is still needed for our final answer. So hence we will go with the hash map here instead of set data structure. Okay, so we have taken this for loop for the R pointer, and now my R pointer will move forward and I want to keep all these elements in my hash map. So can I say I will create a new hash map here? So how will I create a hash map? So I will write hash map of what type? I want to store key, that will be of integer type, and value also, that will be of integer type. Let's name it map new hash map. Now I have initialized the hash map. Now I want one more thing. For every window or every subarray, I want the maximum length till now, correct? So that maximum, to store the maximum answer, can I initialize a answer variable here with 0, and whatever maximum length we will get, we will update it here. And one more thing I want, key to calculate the length till now, correct? Let's take a count variable also. Let's take a count variable, int count 0. Now what we want? Okay, so here is our right pointer. Here is our right pointer. Now I want to start my another pointer which will run in this whole fruits array and which will start collecting my elements, correct? So what pointer should I name it? So let's call the next pointer which is moving forward for every R. Let's name this R, and the current R which we have written, let's convert this into left so that it will become easy for us to maintain it. So now I am saying this starting pointer will be left pointer because it will be waiting here, and now we want to start our right pointer from this index which will go and collect our fruits. Okay, so let's write the another for loop here that will start from same left pointer and it will go till what? Fruits dot length only and right plus plus. Now my task is to insert this rth element. So can I say here this is my left pointer and this is my right pointer. What is my task? My task is to put this r index element in the hash map, correct? So I will say map dot put, what to put as a key. So key will be nothing but fruits of r pointer or right pointer, okay? And now I want to increase the value. So if it is already there in my map, I will increase with +1, whatever is there. Otherwise, I will initialize with 0 and then increment it. And for that, we use map dot get or default. So it will give me the default value of fruits of r pointer. Otherwise, it will be initialized with 0 and then +1 to this. Correct? Now I can say in my map I have put it or inserted this one element. So let's make a map somewhere here. So in my map I have this one fruit, and for this, because initially it was not present, so the default value will be 0 and initialized with 1. So now the frequency will be 1 for this. Correct? Now after this, what I want to check? I have to check, is my map size is greater than 2? Correct? If it is there, then we have to leave it. Correct? So I will write a if case, if my map dot size is greater than 2, then we have to break it. Why? Because we don't want to go further. But as of now, it's not the case. So we will move this right pointer ahead. Correct? So now my right pointer will move ahead. But don't you think we should have included this in our count length? Yes. So what I will do here, I will do count plus plus. So as of now, there is no such case like a false case. So we will increment our counter. Now we will move our right pointer ahead. So this right pointer will go to 2 now, correct? Again this 2 will also get added in this, where? Map. So can I say, do we have 2 here? No. So now map will also get initialized with 1 count, correct? Yes. And now is the map size is greater than 2? No, it is not. So hence again count plus plus. So as of now, what is my count? 2. Now again I will move this right pointer ahead to this, correct? So I will add this also in my map because 3 is the new key here. Now at this point I can say ki yes, after putting in the map, now my map size is greater than 2, and this I don't want to calculate. So hence I will not do count plus plus, I will break. So after breaking, this first for loop will get break, and after coming out of this first for loop I can say ki my count is 2 only, and here I need to update my answer. So what I will do, my answer will be nothing but math.marks of answer so far and this count, correct? So after updating, again what will happen, this left pointer will initialize with index 1. So now what will happen, we will initialize this right pointer and left pointer again. So left pointer now will point to first index and right pointer will again start from this index, correct? After starting, you can see here inside this first for loop, we have to initialize the hash map and count again, because now we are looking for another window. So again my hash map will reinitialized with empty hash map, and the count variable also we will initialize with 0, correct? So as of now, can I say my answer, which is maximum answer, is nothing but 2? Yes. Again I will start from here. This R pointer I can simply go and put in my map, correct? So I will go and I will put in my map. So I will say 2 as a key and 1 as a frequency. And then again R plus plus. So I can say I will move my R ahead and it will point to 3. And this 3 fruit I can put in the hash map, correct? After this again still the map size is not greater than 2, so we will do count plus plus. So now count plus plus means after 1, and then after that it is become 2. Now again right will move forward with right plus plus and it will point to the third fruit, which is nothing but first type only. So now we will increase the frequency of 2. So now it will become 2 frequency. Again, is the map size greater than 2? No, map size is still 2 only. So still we will do to count plus plus, and now count will become 3. After that again what we will do, right plus plus. So this right pointer will move to the next point, and this again this 2 fruit is already present in my map. So I will not add new fruit, I will just increment the count, and now the frequency count will be 3, correct? Again in this if case I will check, is the map size greater than 2? No, it is not. So what I will do, I will do the count plus plus, and now the total count will become 4 instead of 3. And after coming out of this, because now right pointer will go out of index, so this for loop will break, and after coming out we can update our maximum answer, and our maximum answer will be nothing but 4 now, correct? Again the left pointer will reinitialize and this process will continue. Now again left pointer will start from second index and right pointer again with second index, and so on. So now I hope you understood this code. Now let's see the time complexity in this case. If you can see, left pointer is going from 0 index to last index, and right pointer we are reinitializing even though it is started from 0 and went till n minus 1. Again when left pointer started with 1 index, our right pointer again restarted from that index only. Now when left pointer was indicating second index, right pointer again initialized with second index only. Means for every left pointer, right pointer is running for approximately n times. So total time complexity will be O of n square, and you saw the constraint says 10 power 5. So n square will become 10 power 10, which is greater than 10 power 8, and hence that is not the valid case. So hence we need to optimize here. And whenever we talk about optimization, there are 4 different patterns which we have discussed so far. 2 pointers, sliding window, prefix sum, and cadence algorithm, which we have discussed in our very first lecture of the playlist. 2 pointers we use whenever we want 2 particular points and we have to worry about only those 2 points, nothing in between. Sliding window we need whenever we want from 2 particular points and we want everything in between, means all those values. Prefix sum we need whenever we have to do the continuous summation of those 2 indexes, like between those 2 indexes, and we can ask for every query. Like we have to answer every query. Ki from this index to this index give me the summation, from second index to third index give me the summation, and so on. So for multiple query summation, we will go with the prefix sum. Cadence algorithm we use whenever the number will be negative and you have to do the maximum summation in the array. And here you just saw in the constraint there is no such negative number. The element value starts from 0 and go till 10 power 5. So hence no negative. So we can ignore cadence, we can ignore prefix sum, and we can ignore 2 pointer. Because we have to worry about everything between 2 points. So we will go with the sliding window. Now what is the sliding window concept says? So if you remember, in the sliding window, we always start from this left and right and we initialize with the same pointer. And there are two phases in the sliding window. First is nothing but expansion phase, which we do with the help of right pointer. And second is shrinking phase. And shrinking we do with the help of left pointer. So here also we will do the similar thing. What we do, we will expand this right pointer ahead until we have the only two different types of fruits in our hash map or basket. Okay, so we will move right from here to here, then on 3, and when it will come on 3, we have to stop it. So earlier in the brute force approach, what we did, after stopping it, we moved our left pointer just ahead and we started counting from that point only. Here too it will work, but let's take an example: 1 1 1 2 3 3 3 3. Okay, so in this case, suppose this is what you have considered as a first window, correct? Now once you encounter 3, you know that you have to leave this, but what to leave, 1 or 2? So earlier you were doing left plus plus and again you were starting from this point only, for which this and this point, so you have already calculated and stored in the hash map. Then why to recalculate this? That is why shrinking phase comes into picture. So we say let's move the right pointer ahead until it hits the false case. Okay, after it hits the false case, means my right pointer will be here now and left pointer was here. I am saying start moving this left pointer until the condition becomes true. As of now it is false, so we will move. Do we have exactly 2 types of fruits in the basket? No. Again move. Do we have exactly 2 types of fruits in the basket? No. Again move. Now do we have? Yes. So basically keep on moving this right pointer until the condition becomes false and then keep on shrinking. Because it is false, then only you are started shrinking now. So keep on shrinking until the condition again becomes true. And after this you can calculate this answer, because this is not maximum, so we will not update, and again the condition is true now, so right will move. So until the condition is true, right will keep on moving, and once the condition becomes false, we will start shrinking and left will move ahead. So with this idea I can say I need 2 different points, left pointer and right pointer, because you saw left pointer also started with 0 and right pointer also started with 0, so we have to initialize it. So what we will do, we will initialize our left variable with 0 and count variable, or you can say our maximum answer variable here, correct? Now for right pointer to move ahead, I will use int right is equal to 0. I will initialize with 0 and I will allow this to go till where? Fruits dot length, yes, fruits dot length, and we will do right plus plus. Done. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to add this rth value in our hash map. So hence we need to initialize our hash map also somewhere before this for loop. Yes. Okay, so what we will do, we will initialize our hash map. So we will do hash map of type integer, so key also integer and value also integer. Okay, we will name it map, initialize with new hash map. Okay, after this what is our task? We have to put this our index element, means our index fruit in the hash map. Okay, so what we will do, we will put, so we will say map dot put. What we want to put? Fruits of right index, fruits of right index. Okay, now we want to put the value. So what if the particular fruit is not in the map? Then we have to take the default value. We will say map dot get or default, because that might be possible कि that fruit does not exist in our map as of now. So we will say fruits of, we want value of fruits of I. If not there, initialize with 0 and then do +1 to it. Okay, so means we have added that rth index fruit in our map. After adding what we want, we have to check कि what if the size become greater than. So we will check if the map dot size is greater than 2, then what is the case we have to start? Means as of now, is it when our pointer was pointing here, What is the fruit size? Only one. So let's make the fruit size also here. So this is our hash map, and here we will say ki for one type of fruit the frequency is 1. So can I say is the hash map like map size is greater than 2? Map dot size is greater than 2? No. Okay. We won't do anything as of now, not needed. Okay, so what we want, can I say I have to do like how can I take the maximum length? So to calculate the length, you know the formula ki what we will say, answer is equal to math dot max ki what is maximum, the previous calculated answer is maximum or the current length, and current length how can we take, right minus left plus 1. Okay, and now we can move our right pointer, so right pointer will move ahead. Okay, so now can I say my right pointer will point to this second index now? Okay, now in the map second fruit will also get added with frequency 1. Now we will again check, is the size greater than 2? No, it is not. Again we will do the right plus plus. Okay, okay, and as of now what is my maximum answer stored? Can I say 2 till here? Okay, now 3 got added, so can I say okay I will add 3 also in my map with the frequency 1, and now I can say yes the size is greater than, and you just saw we keep on moving the right pointer until the condition becomes false, and now I can say the condition become false, and after that what is our task in sliding window? Of course to shrink our left pointer. So is it like only one time I will shrink or multiple times? Multiple times until the condition again becomes true, correct? So instead of this if pointer, can I say we will put this in a while loop? Yes, we will put in a while loop. Now what we have to do, we have to shrink, means if you remember in the summation what we did, in the summation we added this in a sum variable, that is why we subtracted from a sum variable, but here we added in a hash map and increase the frequency. So now our task is to remove it, but first we have to decrease the frequency, correct? So can I say I will decrease here? So how can I decrease? So I will say map dot put, I want to put the value, new value for what? Fruits of left pointer now, because we are shrinking from left side. Okay, now what value I want to put? I want to put map dot get current value of fruits of left. Whatever will be the value, I will subtract 1 from it. Okay, I will subtract, means I have reduced the frequency, and if you will see what we are doing, we are removing this 1. Correct? So we will decrease the frequency to 0, correct? Yes. And now I can say the frequency becomes 0, means there is no need to put this 1 here. So we can remove this 1 itself from our hash map. So what I am saying, so we will check if the frequency becomes 0 or not. So we will check if map dot get what? I want to read the value of fruits of left. If this is equal to 0, so I can say the frequency count has become 0 now. So now I can remove this element from my map. So I can simply say map dot remove what? Fruits of left. So I want to remove the 1 itself. So I will remove it. So what I am saying, I will move this left pointer ahead. Now again it will check, is the map size still greater than 2? No, it is not. So now we don't want to run this while loop anymore, and here we will come out of this and increase our or update our answer. So now what is the maximum length? Still 2. Correct? So after update only also it will be 2 only. Now again the condition becomes true now. So what we will do? We will keep on moving this right pointer ahead. So we will move this, and again what we will do? We will say ki map dot put, and this fruit value as a key is already there in my map. So I will only increase the frequency of it. Correct? Still is it size greater than 2? No. So again the condition is true. So we will keep on moving this right pointer ahead. After this again we will say map dot put. So again we will check ki no, 2 is already there as a key, so we will only increase the frequency, and now the frequency will become 3. Again we will check, is the size greater than 2? No, it is still less than like exactly 2 only. So here again this while loop will not run, and maximum answer we will say ki here till 3 and now 4. So now the answer will be updated 3 because of this one and 4 because of this one. Correct? So now our answer is 4, and right index will come out of index, and there is no need to calculate. So if you will see the time complexity, the right pointer started with 0 index and go till size. So O of n for this. Okay, and even if you see or feel this is nested while loop, so it will be O of n square. No, if you see here, left pointer started with 0 index only na, and it is here. Even if you will be moving this right left pointer ahead, it will restart whatever it was earlier. So next time if we will do left plus plus, now my left is not going again from starting point index and it is starting back. No, for every right pointer we are not saying ki left pointer we are moving again and again. No. Okay, so in total the time complexity will be O of n for right pointer and O of n for worst case O of n for left pointer, because left pointer also touching every point only one time and right pointer also touching every point only one time. So total O of 2n, and that is nothing but O of n only, that is linear approach, and hence this will be the fastest approach. After coming out of this for loop, we can simply return our answer here. So that was our optimized approach. Now we can code it here. So here is your optimized Java code. As this video is already lengthy, so I'm giving you the code here. We have initialized our left and answer variable. We have created our hash map, and then we are running the for loop for right pointer from 0 to fruits.length, and we are putting every fruits of right value in our map. And after this we will check if here we will do the shrinking phase if the size will become greater than 2. Otherwise we are just calculating the maximum length and we are updating it here. How we are shrinking? We are removing the left value. How we are removing? First we are decrementing the frequency, and if the frequency gets equal to 0, then only we are removing it, and we are doing left plus plus. Means we will run the while loop until, like, we will shrink this until the condition not becomes true, means not the map size not becomes 2 again. Okay, so I have run this also, so you can run here. I hope you guys are doing along with me, and here you have submitted, and it is fastest solution with O of 2n. Now here, if you are from Python background, here is your code in Python, and if you are from C++ background, here is your code in C++ with the same logic. And now with this we can go in our sheet and we can mark this next question also. So I hope you guys are doing with me, and if submitted and solved or understood, do let me know in the comment section. You can simply comment understood or solved, so that I'll get to know ki you guys are doing with me. So I hope you understood each and every concept from brute force to optimize, and how we did this, how I recognized ki which pattern to apply to optimize any question. And regarding all patterns of arrays, we have already made the very first video in the same playlist. You can go and check it out from there. So that's it. If you feel this video was really helpful for you, or it can be helpful for your friends, I won't mind if you'll share this playlist or channel with all of them. And if you're new to this channel and if you're not aware of this sheet, so we are following a pattern wise DSS sheet in the whole playlist. The link you can get from the description, and if you want to connect with me on any social medias, then all the links I will add in the description below. You can get it from there. So that's it. I hope this video was helpful. Let's meet in another video with some more interesting questions and topics. Till then, keep learning, take care of yourself and your family too.